Oh, hi. I'm Tim. Welcome to Tim's Time. Well, we're just a few weeks before Thanksgiving, and I want to kind of bridge between talking about relationships and moving into the Thanksgiving season, which, by the way, gets neglected after Halloween and right before Christmas. Um, and I want us to end our time, 3 or 4 weeks that we've had, talking about investing in other folks, just sort of by giving thanks for the people who are closest to us. I referenced last week Dr. Les Parrott's book, Love Like That, 5 Relationship Secrets from Jesus. Let me just read the table of contents to you. The introduction, Love Like Jesus, and then chapter 1, Jesus is mindful, he's approachable, he's graceful, he's bold, and he's self-giving. And the conclusion is my favorite section. That's what I referenced last week, where it says, how is this even possible? Let me just read you a quick snippet about relationships that maybe says more than I've said in a month of dressing up like a lion or anything else. Every social scientist knows the value of a good friend. Study after study reveals that a good friend who wants the best for us, someone we respect and trust, empowers us to be better. Tony Antonucci, a professor of psychology at the University of Michigan, developed a structure of friendship represented by 3 concentric circles that she describes as very close, close, and not so close, but still meaningful personal ties. The rings can play different roles, with strong and emotional ties serving some functions, and less intimate friendships filling other needs. But it's at the center circle, she says, where we find our most significant relationships. Our closest friends who fill an invaluable role as confidant, someone who listens and pays attention, someone who is willing to help even when others aren't. This someone is invested in us and is invested in us being the best we can be. These are the connections that shape our character. They help us cultivate compassion and our values. Aristotle had a name for that inner circle, by the way. He called them friendships based on character. And Aristotle said that our closest friends actually impact our moral state and our character. I'm grateful for those folks. I say this to our members who I run into occasionally, and if they're not there for some time or their attendance has kind of gotten a little sporadic, it has not been entirely unusual for me to hug someone and say, I really miss you at church. I'm a better preacher or a better pastor when you're there. That is not cliche, and I don't say that to everyone. There are some people whose presence just calls you up and makes you a better person or pastor or preacher. And that's, by the way, that's one of the reasons I really am gung-ho church attendance. The average Christian in America attends church 1.8 times a month. That's not real good. And so I'm grateful for the people who invest in me and who listen to me vent and who speak into my life and who have seen me at my best and want my best. They've also seen me at my worst, and they've been there to encourage me when I've really, really messed up. I want the people in my life, I'm thankful for the people in my life who expect me to be the best version of me and who expect me to sell out to my Lord and who expect me to be prepared when I open His Word to teach or to preach. They expect and want for me to be in love with the Lord. They expect and want for me to reach people who are far from God. They just want me to be a better pastor and a better preacher than I am. And I am a better pastor and a better preacher, hey, parentheses, and a better husband and a better father because of the deep, meaningful relationships in my life. And I rarely say thank you. And so guess what? I'm sitting in front of a camera this week, and we're heading into a month, or a few weeks anyway, when we emphasize being thankful to the Lord. And so I just want to take a moment to say, thank you, Father, for the people that you've blessed me with. And what does that have to do with your Tim's time? When was the last time you said, thank you, Father? When was the last time you said to those individuals, I thank the Father, as Paul said, upon every remembrance of you? I hope you'll do that this week, and I hope you'll have a fantastic Thanksgiving season, and I hope it'll be about relationships, vertical and horizontal. Have a great week. God bless.